just want to ask, like, why you started working with me or with us to start.
I'd had other coaches in the past and done training with larger companies.
Okay.
And felt that there was just a bit of a gap between what was happening in my area and what they were talking about. So very often the focus would be on growth areas in England, large cities, and I just felt nobody was really mentioning Wales.
Right.
And I knew of, I'd worked with your brother previously.
Sure.
He sourced a property for me.
Yeah.
And then when I saw that you were going into the space as well, I thought, well, this is somebody that I know has experience in the field, and being able to visit live projects you had as well was just, I think that it filled that gap that I had. So it was somebody who knew areas that I would mention.
Nice.
They wouldn't just call South Wales the Valleys, you know.
Yeah, blanket cover it. Yeah,
Valley names. And it was somebody as well who was well within reach, easy to get hold of, you know, lived close as well. So they were living and breathing in the community as opposed to being based elsewhere and just like, you know, joining me from a beach or something, which is fine.
Yeah,
but sure. that was the main thing for me, is like, well, this guy's actually, he's doing it. You know, as you said in a post recently, like, you're in the trenches, you're doing the work itself. Yeah. So I struggled in the past with just matching up with the right coach who actually cared about what I wanted and had an interest in my success, as opposed to just you know, their success as a coach then.
For sure. Yeah. No, I appreciate that. And yeah, that's like utmost importance to me. If I can't serve you, then what use am I? Yeah, okay, that's awesome. That's just really helpful. I appreciate that. In terms of like wins then, like, do you feel like you've had any specific wins or anything that you've felt good about over the last couple of months?
Yeah, definitely my attitude towards property has changed. Okay. There are times in the press, you know, because we've got the Renters' Reform Bill coming through in England, that seems to get a disproportionate amount of attention compared to the changes we've had in Wales for 3-4 years now. So well, just over 3 years. So we have had a lot of changes in legislation, but somehow that's all overlooked because of this Renters' Reform Bill. And I think for me, knowing that I've got a limited company for investment, that feels like the right thing to do right now.
For sure.
So it didn't feel correct or right for me to stop investing in property. But if I had a large portfolio of my own name, I understand why people would leave it.
Yeah,
so, for sure. You know, it just kind of enabled me, I guess, to again think a bit bigger. You know, we looked at multi-unit deals, and that was kind of just about within reach for me. And I thought, wow, this is a game changer. And again, the difference being, I looked at a particular area and you developed on that street.
Yes.
You know, so that was the huge difference. So for me, I think the gains have been knowing just a little bit of confidence that somebody else has done it there. It's not just me talking to my friends who are looking out for me and thinking, are you doing the right thing?
Yeah.
It's somebody who can actually help me run the risks on paper and then work out, okay, how are we going to alleviate those risks?
Yeah.
Mitigate them.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. Those are the things, yeah.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. That's really helpful. And yeah, that's like exactly what I'm here for. And it really helps that, like you said, you're looking at buildings that, you know, are on the same street, you know, in areas that we've done them. So yeah, like, super happy with that. And like happy to like guide you out like around those things as much as you need, really.
Yeah, because I've had, it's really difficult to match up with a coach. It's the same as a therapist or anything. It's got to be trial and error.
Sure.
Whereas with a therapist, you can book in a few sessions and, you know, I don't know, whatever they are, an hour. With a coach, you're talking several zeros at the end.
Sure.
So it's a big investment, particularly don't gel with them as well.
For sure. Yeah. Did you feel like you gelled early? Like how did that work? Like how did you, I guess.
I felt that I knew you, even though I didn't.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And then, you know, I thought, well, actually, you know, I've used sources before, and I was very happy with the project Sam sourced for me.
Yeah.
It came in on the valuation he said it would. I did it all hands off, so that helped me grow confidence.
Yeah, nice.
As well, at the time when I was going through a lot, I just come out of a breakup and stuff, so I kind of needed that win.
Yeah,
So I
nice.
guess I've then latched a lot of emotion onto that.
Yeah,
With that, to kind of, I felt that the ethics and the morals things were there to begin with anyway. So it was not like sussing somebody out. It was like, well, actually, if his brother's like that, probably he's going to be, of a similar ilk. So that helped,
yeah,
And
for sure.
and I think as well, it was more the practical element, not just talking about mindset and stuff like that. They're there,
Yeah.
but I've had coaches in the past where they've been rabbiting on about energies and how I'm thinking wrong, and really that whole way of coaching me didn't work for me.
For sure. Yeah,
So I think that it's just worked for me that you're involved in my growth and you want to see me win, you want to see a win, and you want to push me and you will help me. But also, it's like this instance now, you're like, oh, we've got time. He's going to push you. Don't play along with that.
Yeah.
And, for me, I'm like, oh my God, I want to bring it back now, because it's just me. You just get involved in the emotions in you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Somebody else there saying, oh, look, if you don't get this one, there'll be other deals. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's just a second perspective that I really, really appreciate as well.
Yeah. Okay. Amazing. Well, yeah, that's good to know. And I really appreciate it from a feedback perspective, which is really, really good. One final question, if that's all right. What would you say to somebody who's kind of on the fence about joining and getting involved?
I think with any coach and with any trainer or anything like that, yes, you can do it yourself.
Sure.
But you're most likely not going to. It's the same when somebody gets a personal trainer in the gym. You see greater results. You see them, they're more focused, they're more forgiving with themselves, and they're more likely to succeed.
Sure.
Because there's somebody there who's maybe thinking of a perspective they haven't, who's able to push them when they don't want to, or very often it's easy by yourself to run around in circles, keeping yourself busy.
Yeah.
But actually, are you making any progress?
Sure. Okay.
So having that accountability is the key thing for me. Having somebody else there to basically question what you want to achieve. Are the actions you're taking helping you achieve your prescribed and agreed goals?
Yeah. Okay.
Or are you just pretending to keep busy? And not going anywhere. So accountability, that's the big thing. And as well, you're joining a community of people who, there's a variety of skills in the group. There's a variety of people who are really interested in property genuinely, not just to make money from it.
For sure. Do you think that community aspect's been helpful? Obviously there's a bit of a mix there, but in the same way, like you said, that might be useful to some people.
Yeah, I mean, I had something I needed to do, and I messaged one of the guys in the group and was like, okay, you can do this, you do this sort of thing. Would this be a job for you? Who should I get to do this? And I saw the same guy. I was out for coffee the other day and I saw him. I was like, oh my God, oh yeah, we had a chat as if we knew each other.
Nice.
Whatever, And I think the big thing I've realized in running the figures for this latest deal last night, for example, I reached out to somebody I know who's got a house the other side of the valley, or the other side of the river, then rather, and just been able to chat with them about it. So
nice.
They do say, and it's really cliche, I'm going to say it, but your network is your net worth.
Yeah, for sure.
If you want to double check numbers or double check costs or something, within a group there'll be somebody who can either guide you, or somebody who is that tradesperson who can tell you actually they're way off or they're about right or whatever.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And we've got a new guy in actually who's project manager and been working in project management for the last 30 years. So he's he's going to be a good steer on that front for sure for trades and things. So yeah, amazing. Cool. All right. That's really helpful.